Welcome to a journey into medieval Africa, where the Kingdom of Axum rose as one of the most powerful civilizations of its age. Situated in the highlands of modern Ethiopia and Eritrea, Axum flourished between the 1st and 8th centuries AD. With its strategic location along the Red Sea trade routes, it became a bridge between Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East. This ancient Christian kingdom left behind towering obelisks, inscriptions, and ruins that continue to astonish archaeologists today. Often forgotten in the shadow of Rome, Byzantium, or China, the Kingdom of Axum deserves recognition as one of the great empires of world history, shaping Ethiopian history for centuries.
The Kingdom of Axum began as a modest chiefdom, but its fortunes changed with the rise of Red Sea trade. Located near the port of Adulis, Axum controlled one of the most important maritime hubs of medieval Africa. From ivory and gold to frankincense and exotic animals, Axumite traders exchanged African goods for Roman wine, Indian spices, and Arabian textiles. This network made Axum a global player. While Europe was still recovering from Rome's decline, Axum thrived as a crossroads of commerce and culture. Its merchants and kings grew rich, and Axumite influence stretched across seas and deserts, connecting 3 continents in an age when most kingdoms remained local.
By the 3rd century AD, Axum emerged as a true empire. Its kings minted coins of gold, silver, and bronze, a sign of wealth and political power unmatched in much of medieval Africa. These coins carried inscriptions in Greek and later in Ge'ez, the ancient Ethiopian script, proving Axum's engagement with global trade. Traders from Rome, Persia, and India recognized Axumite currency as legitimate, circulating across distant markets. Few African kingdoms could boast such prestige. This monetary system symbolized not just economic might, but also a growing identity rooted in Ethiopian history. The coinage reflected Axum's ambition to stand among the great empires of the ancient and medieval world.
The architecture of the Kingdom of Axum was equally impressive. The empire is most famous for its massive stone stelae, or obelisks, carved from single blocks of granite. Some rose more than 30 meters high, towering over the city like monuments of eternity. These structures marked royal tombs and displayed Axumite skill in engineering. Unlike pyramids, which were built of many stones, Axumite obelisks were cut from single slabs, hauled and erected without mortar. Their geometric designs and carved windows echoed Axum's palaces. Even today, the obelisk of Axum remains a proud symbol of Ethiopian history, standing as a testament to medieval Africa's grandeur. Axum's political system was built around powerful kings who ruled with divine authority. The most famous was King Ezana, who reigned in the 4th century. His leadership transformed the empire forever when he converted to Christianity, making Axum one of the earliest ancient Christian kingdoms in the world. Long before much of Europe embraced the new faith, Ethiopian history was shaped by this monumental shift. Ezana's inscriptions reveal victories over neighboring peoples and dedication to his new god. His reign marked the union of religion and monarchy, ensuring Christianity became central to Axumite identity for centuries.
The conversion of Axum to Christianity had profound consequences. Missionaries from the Eastern Roman Empire, especially from Alexandria, traveled south to spread the faith. Churches were built, scriptures translated into ge'ez, and crosses engraved on Axumite coins. In an age when pagan tradition still dominated Europe and Africa, Axum stood apart as a beacon of Christianity in medieval Africa. This alliance with the Christian world linked Axum diplomatically with Byzantium, giving it allies across the Mediterranean. The Ethiopian church, born from this period, remains one of the oldest continuous Christian traditions in the world.
The Kingdom of Axum did not rely solely on faith. Its military strength allowed expansion deep into the Nile Valley and across the Red Sea into Arabia. In the 6th century, King Caleb famously led campaigns against the Himyarite kingdom in southern Arabia to protect Christian allies. His victories established Axum as a defender of Christianity beyond Africa, projecting power across the Red Sea trade routes. Axumite armies marched with discipline, supported by elephants and cavalry, symbols of imperial might in medieval Africa. Caleb's campaigns demonstrated that Axum was not just a trading hub, but also a regional superpower.
Trade remained the lifeblood of Axum. From its ports, ivory from African elephants traveled to Rome and Constantinople. Gold from the Ethiopian highlands reached the bazaars of Arabia, while frankincense and myrrh from the Horn of Africa became prized luxuries in temples and churches across the ancient world. In return, Axum imported silk, spices, and glassware, enriching its markets with exotic goods. This bustling commerce made Axum a cosmopolitan society, where Africans, Arabs, Indians, and even Greeks mingled. Red Sea trade placed Axum at the heart of global exchange, ensuring that its name was recorded in Roman, Persian, and Indian chronicles. The culture of Axum blended influences from Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean. Its inscriptions were written in ge'ez, a language that still survives in Ethiopian liturgy. Its art depicted Christian symbols, royal victories, and geometric designs unique to Axumite taste. Palaces were built with massive stone foundations, decorated with wooden beams and intricate carvings. Axum's artistic legacy reveals a kingdom deeply connected to its environment, yet open to foreign ideas. Ethiopian history still carries echoes of this cultural fusion, where African roots met Mediterranean sophistication, creating a civilization that bridged worlds.
Axum's strength also lay in its diplomacy. Its rulers corresponded with Roman emperors and later with Byzantine leaders, securing alliances and recognition. Ancient letters describe Axum as a respected kingdom, equal in stature to powers of the Mediterranean. When Rome and Byzantium looked toward Africa, Axum was their partner of choice. This political recognition gave Axum a place in the world order of late antiquity and medieval Africa. It was not a hidden civilization, but a respected empire whose decisions influenced the destiny of the Red Sea and beyond. Axum's strength also lay in its diplomacy. Its rulers corresponded with Roman emperors and later with Byzantine leaders, securing alliances and recognition. Ancient letters describe Axum as a respected kingdom, equal in stature to powers of the Mediterranean. When Rome and Byzantium looked toward Africa, Axum was their partner of choice. This political recognition gave Axum a place in the world order of late antiquity and medieval Africa. It was not a hidden civilization, but a respected empire whose decisions influenced the destiny of the Red Sea and beyond.
Axum's decline was not only economic, but also environmental. Evidence suggests that deforestation, over-farming, and changing climate patterns eroded the land. As soil fertility decreased, agriculture could no longer sustain the growing population. Combined with shifting trade, these pressures weakened Axum's foundations. Once a vibrant hub of medieval Africa, the empire slowly fragmented. Yet even in decline, Axum's cultural and religious influence endured, planting the roots of later Ethiopian kingdoms that would inherit its Christian legacy.
Despite its fall from global prominence, Axum never disappeared from Ethiopian history. Its Christian faith endured, shaping the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Later medieval kingdoms such as Zagwe and Solomonic dynasties looked back to Axum as their ancestor, claiming legitimacy from its legacy. For Ethiopian peoples, Axum was not forgotten, but revered as the birthplace of their civilization. Its obelisks and ruins became sacred reminders of an empire that once commanded respect across continents. In memory and spirit, the Kingdom of Axum remained alive. The memory of Axum also carried weight beyond Africa. Medieval travelers and Arab geographers described a land of stone obelisks, powerful kings, and Christian faith. To outsiders, Axum symbolized the strength of Ethiopia and the mystery of Africa's interior. Though its influence had waned, the legend of Axum endured in chronicles written far from its highland valleys. These accounts kept alive the idea of a mighty African empire, one that had stood proudly beside Rome, Persia, and Byzantium in the great story of world civilizations.
Axum's fall gave way to new powers, yet his legacy became the foundation of Ethiopian history. The Zagwe dynasty that followed built the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, monuments carved directly into stone. These masterpieces were a continuation of Axum's devotion to Christianity and stone architecture. Even as political capitals shifted, the spiritual authority of Axum remained unbroken. It was remembered as the cradle of an ancient Christian kingdom that carried faith across centuries. Without Axum, medieval Africa's story would be incomplete, and Ethiopia's rise as a Christian stronghold impossible. Archaeology continues to reveal Axum's greatness. Excavations uncover palaces buried beneath soil, inscriptions that detail forgotten victories, and artifacts that link Axum to distant lands. Each discovery reminds us that medieval Africa was not isolated, but deeply engaged with the wider world. Scholars now argue that Axum stood as one of the four great civilizations of its time, alongside Rome, Persia, and China. Far from being a forgotten corner, Axum was a global empire, its memory preserved in stone and scripture.
The ruins of Axum today invite us to reflect. The towering obelisks cast long shadows over a land that once pulsed with life and ambition. Villages surround these monuments, living reminders that history is never far away. Tourists and pilgrims alike walk among the stones, imagining the markets, palaces, and processions that once filled this ground. Axum is more than ruins. It is a living link between past and present, a story carved into Ethiopia's landscape and preserved for the world.
The story of Axum challenges stereotypes about medieval Africa. Too often, history overlooks the continent's empires, portraying them as passive or isolated. Yet the Kingdom of Axum was a global force, wealthy, literate, Christian, and influential. It commanded trade, built monuments rivaling those of Egypt, and played a role in world affairs. To study Axum is to recognize Africa as central, not peripheral, in the medieval age. Its achievements demand respect as part of our shared human heritage. Axum's greatest legacy is spiritual. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church, still vibrant today, traces its origins to King Ezana's conversion. Its liturgy in Ge'ez preserves a language spoken by Axum's people. Its traditions echo the rituals of a kingdom that vanished over 1,000 years ago. Pilgrimages to Axum's ruins are also pilgrimages to faith, journeys connecting believers with the earliest Christian kingdom of Africa. This sacred continuity proves that empires may fall, but their soul endures. Thus ended the tale of the Kingdom of Axum, the forgotten empire of Africa in the medieval age. Born in the highlands of Ethiopia, it became a bridge of trade, a guardian of Christianity, and a beacon of African civilization. Its fall came with changing trade, shifting climate, and new rivals. Yet, its memory endured. Today, Axum's stelae and churches still stand, telling us that Africa's medieval story is one of greatness, resilience, and faith. The Kingdom of Axum reminds us that history is not only written in the West or the East, but also in the heart of Africa. Thank you for joining this journey, and remember to subscribe for more epic history from across the world.